Hey everybody, welcome. So for this video, I just want to give you really quick an idea that or something you could do in your Spanish class, or it could be any really language class for that matter. I have my students create menus for fake restaurants. They put appetizers, main dishes, desserts, kids menu, drinks, and they just kind of make it up. It's not a real menu, but they do have to pretend it's in a Spanish-speaking country, put the prices in the currency of that country, and list some ingredients for some of the main dishes. So they all come up with different menus. Then on a different day, once that's all done, we'll do an in-class activity where they have them sit in groups of 6, and they're going to order food and drink like they're in a restaurant. So I'm their server, and how this works is, and there are documents in the description that you can use. First, I will come and get their drink orders from them. So something simple, and I do the day before kind of talk about what I'm going to say, how you can answer it, so they know what they're supposed to do. So I'll ask them what they want to drink. I'll take their orders, maybe ask some follow-up questions, because sometimes some of them will say things like, yo quiero una cerveza, I want a beer, so I'll ask them for their identification or how old they are, stuff like that. So I'll get all of their drink orders, and at the same time, just before I started that, everybody at every table will get a piece of paper, and again, this is linked in the description, and on that piece of paper, there's a question, and what they have to do while I'm not at their table is ask the other people at their table their question and write down what they say on the back of it. So it gets them still speaking in Spanish while I'm off talking to the other tables. And at the end of the activity, they'll turn in that paper to me as part of their grade. So I get their drink orders, they're talking when I'm not at their table, and then I come back and I get their food orders, still talking when I'm not at their table. And then after I get their food orders, I go around and I give them another piece of paper. Also, it's in the link in the description. And on that paper, there's a problem, and it says the problem in Spanish, and then it says that they have to tell me, the waiter, what the problem is. So again, it gets them to just pretend there's an issue and ask to have the problem remedied. So I come around and get their problem, say thank you, and I go to all the tables, and then usually by the time I'm done with the final table, getting the final problems, they've also finished asking all of their classmates their questions, and by then we're pretty much about done. And also in the description, there's a link to my rubric. It's really super basic, where you just write down the score for ordering the food and the drink and taking care of the problem. And then you'll add the points for the conversation thing just by taking it, looking at, making sure they did it, wrote down some answers. Overall, the students enjoy the activity. I think it gives them just a little bit of confidence if they were to actually order some food in a restaurant. And you're welcome to use the activities and the documents that I have linked in the description. If you have any questions, let me know. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.